make it a better place. It'll take
Hi everybody, this is Tina with Loving Life's Little Blessings. Welcome to my video today, you guys. We're going to be making a card and we're going to be using some brand new product. Now this card is already been posted on my website. You guys have already seen it, but I wanted to do a video for you guys and I couldn't do it until today. I wanted to post this card in the global design project on that website for the challenge, so I went ahead and wrote the post and now we're going to make the video. So the product I'm going to be using the Swirly Bird new dies, and this is actually a set. It's a bundle. I didn't use the stamp set, I just used the die, but I wanted to show you that there's a stamp set that goes with it. And I didn't get to play with this over the weekend, but I played with some other new product. And I love these dies. These are super cute, and I knew right away I wanted them when I saw them in our catalog. So today I'm going to be using this Pop of Paradise stamp set, and I really like this stamp set. I played with it over the weekend and I made a few different things I'll show you guys. Let's just zoom in so you're not so far away. Okay, so I made this one with the pineapple. I really want to make something with this pineapple. These are not my favorite, but it's just kind of the first few things that I did with the stamp set. Then I did this one. And again, it's not my favorite. Still trying to figure out how to use the flamingo, but it's just, you know, those ideas floating around. You got to get them out of your head, use them, and then see where things go. So then I did this. And I also used the new designer paper, Pop of Pink, I think is what it's called. And it has some gold in it and some pink, and it's really pretty. So that's kind of what I did when I was playing around. So let me go ahead and show you what we're going to do, because we're going to do some water coloring. So what I did is I wanted to pair this with the new end colors. So one of the new end colors is the Sugar Plum end color, and it's like this purple color. So I wanted to do something with this color. So I picked a darker purple to pair with it, and I used Eggplant. That's what this is. And then this is cut at 4 1/4. So it's 4 1/4 this way by 5 1/2. So this is just an 8 1/2 by 11 piece of cardstock, and I cut it in 4s. Okay, so that's how I did that. So then here is a watercolor piece of paper, and I just cut that at 4 by 5 1/4. So it has this nice layer. Okay, so we're gonna watercolor on this. And we're just going to use some ink pads. So I'm using Perfect Plum, and then I'm using Wisteria Wonder. I wanted a darker purple and a lighter purple. We're going to mix them together, okay? So I always keep this little bottle of water in my office. It's just for refilling my aqua painters and watercoloring when I want to do that. So all I'm doing is pushing these together to get some ink on the lids of my ink pads, okay? So those are right here. You just push really hard. Sometimes it sounds like you broke it, like it'll pop, or it sounds like it'll crack, but it's totally fine. And then you're gonna open it up and you have some ink on there. You can also put a couple drops of ink in your lids, and that works as well. So we have this here. And the sketch, you can go over to my website, you can see what the sketch is, and that's what I'm using, a card sketch to create. So we're going to zoom in, and I will walk you through what I'm going to do. So I'm just using an aqua painter, and so this has water in it, in the barrel of it, and you squeeze it and the water comes out. And that's never, when I'm doing this particular technique, that's never enough water to come out. So that's why I have the bottle of water. If you're just trying to paint something intricate, then you probably have enough water. In fact, you probably need a paper towel to dab off the water. So what I do is I'm just going to dip this in my water bottle, because I want to get a bunch of water down here, and I'm kind of doing it back and forth like this because I want quite a bit. That's why I'm using watercolor paper. And I'm not going all the way to the bottom. I'm not going all the way to the top. I'm just keeping it right here in the middle. Okay. So then in my, right here where all this is, I can either squeeze and let a little bit of water come out, because that works as well. Or I can dip it in the bottle and bring it over here, but I want this really wet. So we're going to start with our lightest color. And what I did is I just dab it on there. And then I'm kind of letting that water paper move it all around. That's what I really want to do. I really want to get it moving around. So I can bring more water in if I need to, because I really want to get that color moving. I'm not a watercolor expert. I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm just having fun. I'm not being too precise. So we're going to come in with a darker color. And you have to be really careful when you do this, because with your darker color, it really is going to be darker. Like, you're going to get dark in there. So I didn't want it to be overwhelming. So I'm bringing it into the light. And then I'm going to bring some more water in here. And then I'm bringing it back down here. And then I'll bring some more light. And I really want that right in the middle. It's a little dark, but that's okay. It's watercolor. We're mixing it. And I really just want it in the center. And then you can pick it up and move it around, and the water is gonna go all over the place. So when you kind of have what you feel like you want, drip it out of here again. I really just want it moving around. That's the part that I want. And when we dry this, or when it dries, you can leave it to dry, or you can dry it with a heat tool like I'm going to do. When you do that, it's going to lighten up some. So let's... So this piece is going to layer onto this piece. And then I've stamped this image from this stamp set in Elegant Eggplant. I used these new framelits. This is Layering Love. And these hearts layer all together. And I've used this one right here. It's one set of framelits. I just have it in two different pockets because it would only fit in two different pockets. So you have this heart right here. And then you have this heart right here. So I have just stamped that and then used the framelits to cut it out. And then I've used my Swirly Bird framelits to cut this out of Sugar Plum cardstock, which is what I wanted to do. So this part we can just go ahead and put down. A little bit on there, and I'm going to put that right in the middle. So the thing that I'm not loving about this one, how this one came out, is the watercolor is really just, I didn't do it big enough. So it's really just kind of right in the middle where this circle die is. And I'm not thrilled about that, but it'll be fine. So then we can just use this heart and pop it up right in the middle. Just like that. And that's going to be the card. I'm going to show you all the other colors I did. This is the purple one that I did. And I used sequins and rhinestones on it to then sprinkle all over the card. And this was with Elegant Eggplant, Wisteria Wonder, and then the Sweet Sugar Plum. So then we did an orange one, and this is Pumpkin Pie is the card base, and then I used Pumpkin Pie and Peekaboo Peach, which is a new in color for the watercoloring, and then the cardstock is Peekaboo Peach, and I just used rhinestones on this to sprinkle on this. I did the green one, which is Mint Macaroon, and then Emerald Envy, which is the green. So I used that in the middle, and then I used the cardstock. And I like the way this one came out because it's just such a, the watercolor really seeps out from under the die and the sentiment. So then I did a blue one, and this is with Soft Sky and then the new Denim in color, which I think I can safely say this is probably my favorite. I've loved working with this. So that's the cardstock, and then the watercolor behind it is Soft Sky and Island Indigo. And then I did the pink one, which is with the Flirty Flamingo cardstock, and then the Blushing Bride cardstock on the back. And then I also did the flicking technique where you just take your watercolor, your aqua painter, you dip it in the ink, and then you hit it on your finger, and that gives you the splattered look. That's one way to do it. And so I did that, and then I just used rhinestones on that. So I did all three of these colors, and I love the way they came out. I think my favorite is probably this, the orange, the Peekaboo Peach. But they all came out really nice. And then the other card that I did when I was playing with this product is this one right here. And I gold embossed this, and then I had some gold sequins that I used. And again, I used those layering hearts and some Winka Stella on there. And then that's kind of what got it started. I put it on a white card base, but that kind of was the start of my playing with the new product. So thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed seeing these cards. They're over on my website right now. You'll see this video on Tuesday, which just a little reminder or a housekeeping item. There will not be any Project Life by Stampin' Up! Tuesdays for the next like 2 weeks until I get new products. So I don't have any new product, so I'm not really doing anything with that. So I won't have that on Tuesdays, but I'll still be sharing with you on Tuesdays, hopefully. But that's what's happening with that. As soon as I get new product from the brand new catalog when everybody can order, then I will be sharing with you again. So make sure you guys continue to check the retired list and the clearance rack for any of the items that have retired and that you want to pick up because they're going quickly. And then the new catalogs will be shipping out this week from me, and you'll be able to order at the very first of June. So thank you guys so much, and I will be back on Thursday to share with you guys some more. Have a great day, you guys. Hey guys, I have two other videos here for you guys. These are both paper pumpkin videos, and today is the very last day you can sign up to receive a paper pumpkin kit for the month of May. And here I have January's paper pumpkin kit, which was a banner that I changed up a little bit, and then I have my February paper pumpkin, which was my absolute favorite paper pumpkin kit in the last few months. I loved that one. So if you're interested in getting paper pumpkin, make sure you sign up today to get that. There will be a link in the description below, and you'll get May's kit. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and I'll be back on Thursday. Have a great day, guys.